Hello, I had the next book for you, and this is Tilman Feritta, which is has a book which is very the title is very unique. Shut up and listen. And we have to consider this book that he is into into hospitality. Therefore, like my daughter said, she graduated in hospitality and major hospitality. And one of the she said, "Hey, this career only teach you how to be nice to people." So, so that's is gonna be the book is all about. But let's see what we can learn from it. That you can bring the information of this book into your business. That's why we call this program Books and Business. Just in case you're the person who have no time to read, but still want to get the use out of a books, sign up here, subscribe, and you get more books. There you go. So just to listen, who is this guy? And it's Forbes and the list of 400 richest men in America. He ranked number 153. And he owns the Fertitta Entertainment, which is the owns restaurant, hotels, amusement park, aquariums. Some names that you might recognize as Mastros, Morton, the Steakhouse, Rainforest, I think is in Universal or the Disney Park, Char House. We have a beautiful one here in Florida, in Coconut Grove. Baba Gum Shrimp from the movie the Ron Forrest Gump. And it also owns 5 casinos like Golden Nugget. And so he had on CNBC a show called Billion Dollar Buyer. So now you get an idea who are we talking about. The book is all about telling you that you have to be nice with people and trying to earn them because that's what his hospitality is all about. And it says that it's free to be nice. There is no charge for that. That's right. Never tell no to a customer. Take that little no from your vocabulary. And if you cannot say yes, don't say no. Just give alternative. Try to do that in your business with a customer. The word no, I cannot, is not possible. Trying to take it away, and you see how much fun it is yourself when you're trying to do it. Promise your client is most important in his business. So if you promise something, he used a technique that called them what if. Let's say you have an appointment. I'll see you at 3 p.m. What if they have traffic? What if something happened? So in that moment, you have to take extra time or trying to be earlier, like half an hour earlier, and always get some work to do while you're waiting there. But you already put in practice what if technique. And he said that know your numbers or you'll be out of business. So that's what we do all the time. That's what we're supposed to do. And when I said know the number, he's talking about no projection, but also the budget that you have. Right now, I'm doing a seminar, it's going to Chile. The first thing that I do is a budget. You do the budget, you get, okay, this is the best I can do and give to the people who are going to attend. For some reason, um, something didn't happen the way I wanted. So I have to go back to my budget and I say, okay, where can I lower the numbers? So we're still gonna make it happen and it still is gonna be good. So then you start working, but at the same time, I contact the US Embassy and I say, hey, what do you think of what happened if I do this? Would that make a big impact or not? They told me, no, it's okay, it's normal. So good. So I was giving like a too much to the guests. So now bring it down and able to make it happen. I just come back to my numbers. So that's what he's talking about the budget. Build a cash reserve in the bank all the time. It says that people normally they just go on a budget, but in the budget you must have a cash reserve. You have to have extra money. Even in you as a person, you have to have a cash reserve, what they call an emergency money, because the bank would not lend you money when you need the money. They won't do that. So, and when the situation is negative in the economy, also the bank would not lend you money. And he used that the 95-5 rule. He said that sometimes we don't pay attention to the little details that why something is not working. And sometimes it says also that that little detail is what make a huge impact to your guests. 1 or 2% separate you from the competition. So it is very important to see what is that you're doing wrong that you can make it better so you can take care of your guests. And never, he also said that never put your lifestyle ahead to grow your business. There are many people that they're having fancy cars, things that they don't appreciate, just to impress someone. When reality, it's not about that. It's about the holding your wealth, and you can transfer to your generations. I mean, obviously, be honest and learn what you don't know. And he said that this is one of the biggest mistake not to admit it, because the first thing that I did while one of my other business raising money, I learned that raising money is so hard. So the first thing I learned that that's a weakness I have. So right away I'm moving to a club, which is quite expensive, but that's a way that we can learn. Yesterday I was in the private master mindset for billionaires. So looking for something that I can learn, which is very high. Always look for your mistakes. So look for what you know that you don't know. Either you go learn it or find somebody who do that part of the job and that he knows how to handle it. He said that never become partner with someone who knows the same skills that you have. Either you learn the skill or find somebody to do it yourself. Right now I'm working on something to grow one of my company that has to do with the trade insurance. And there's one part of that building of the company, which is, I know it's going to take a lot of time from me, and I know a couple other person that they are expert. So I'm gonna invite them when the right time comes. I'm going through the legal part, and then after that, I'm gonna say, hey, would you like to take care of this part of the business? And I'm pretty sure, I think I know who's gonna like it. So you always put into your skill set, either you're able to do it or not. So entrepreneur, he said that is equal opportunist. Find the difference between what you're doing and what the other ones do. Find out what opportunity you have compared to other ones and where you can be a better use. Another something that we learned is that he said that one time he had a meeting with a banker, and he was with someone else, a friend, and he asked his friend to, hey, can lend me the Rolex, because sometimes you have to impress uh, that you're able. I was talking with someone just now. They're asking for a large amount of money for a project, and I said the first thing, hey, who are the promoters? You can say anything you want on paper on the website, but when it comes to balance sheet and net worth, and you see the asset and the current asset and the liabilities and everything you manage, so that's the way we're gonna see you. And to the point that in one of my company, which is we do large international loans and millions of dollars, and we always like to see that those company outside United States, that they have other type of loans besides the one that we're offering, because no financial institution wants to be the first one to lend you money. So it's always, sometimes it's good that even though in your business you can lend money, you know you're going to pay it, you know you don't need it, but you want to go through the experience. It's like creating your credit. So be aware of what is going to be the next step so you can increase your power of leverage, whatever you have. So the greatest opportunity, he said also, that there are bad times. And I mean, great what he said in that book, and not many other books say that. That's when the opportunity comes. So you gotta be patient. There is a saying, it doesn't say it on the book, but there is a saying that it says that be patient on the results, but be impatient on the action. Keep that in mind for your business. Be hungry all the time, which it comes about the same thing. Something interesting on the book also say that he hates consultants. He said the more you work with them, the more you need them. And kind of agree. If you're consultant, what the consultant are you doing off? If you're a consultant of some kind of business, why don't you perform your knowledge on that business? You see, so sometimes it kind of who is first? I mean, are you gonna be the consultant or are you gonna be the high performance or whatever you believe you know? So that's why he talks in the business. So yeah, I kind of agree with that. He said something that I started practicing and I forgot. I learned this in another book and I forgot completely. I'm now doing it now. And I did it now recently, yesterday, I was in the car. And he say, making meetings, the meetings that when you have a meetings, especially when there are those discovery meetings with new people, do those meetings for 15 minutes because you're going to force those people to be focused on those 15 minutes only. So you do it for 30 minutes, so you have so much time that the other person will have that is going to be all over the place on different ideas. But if you give them like a short amount of time, you say, hey, you got to be quick and tell me what you want. So 15 minutes is good enough. Anticipate change. He said that he required 80% to do 80% result to do a change. He said that in his restaurant, he never cuts anything will affect the client. And the way he works is this way. He said that when he has a change that has to do in the restaurant, he called 10 of his supervisor or manager and he get the opinion for the 10 of them. If 9 or 10, they said yes to the change, he does the change. But if it's less than 8, he won't do it. So he need to have another high majority. So he said that also something that I always said this is the same thing when I worked for someone once and I kind of became allergic of the W-2. So I never worked for anybody. But I always, when I was hiring people in those days for the company, I always was hiring people stronger than me. And the other companies, they were hiring people that they're weaker. They're not as strong as them because they're afraid that they're gonna take their place or they're gonna become your boss. Hey, there's nothing wrong. I mean, you think that way because people they're afraid, and being afraid is what take the strength away. So if you hire somebody better than you, it's the same thing like you want to be in a room of a bunch of people that are better than you. So that's the same idea. So he said that. And finally, the last nugget is that he said that never let current struggles cloud your success. Whatever is happening right now, just focus on what you're doing. If something happened, yes, look for another solution. So that's basically about this book. I recommend it. If you, for some reason, you don't speak English and you listen to this, I'm going to do this in Spanish too. It's a lot of fun because I have the summary of the book in 263 words. If you want a copy of this summary in English, I'll send it to you. Yes, give me your email, subscribe, put your email down there, and I'll send you this one and all the books that I have done it. Because every time I read a book, I always reading the book, thinking about how can I teach this book to someone. That's the mentality you need to get in a book. Because if you believe that you know everything, and then you won't pay attention to many details on the book. And sometimes the reason the books, you reason the same result, the same information or similar information from one book to another one, because repetition is what makes you for you to put in practice what you learn. So if you need me to send you this, summaries, of course, I want to keep doing another book, a bunch of books that I have there that I've been doing summaries. So now I'm starting doing in YouTube. If you know someone who would need this and need to put in practice different books written by billionaires, so sign up, subscribe, and share it with a friend. All right. So looking forward to see you the next time, and all the best.